Hello, my name is Michael Richard of Sprout Web Media, and I will be guiding you along during this quick, informative, and hopefully motivating presentation on the value of modern internet marketing for your small or medium-sized business. Let's get started with what has become the de facto web for many of us, Google. Google is the #1 search engine in the world, the go-to for search in over 70% of homes worldwide. That's over 1 billion people. Whether they are looking for celebrity gossip, football scores, news, or goods and services, Google is their, or rather our, most trusted source for whatever it is that's on our minds, and only a click away. And in order to stay on top, Google knew it must always change. In the final months of 2010, Google completely changed the way they show results. You've probably noticed these changes if you've used Google lately. And these changes were designed to make Google friendlier to small and medium-sized businesses, as Google now prioritizes local searches, as well as mobile and video. This empowers local, small businesses to compete on an equal footing with anyone. For example, the local florist can now compete with 1-800-Flowers. Everyone wants to be on page 1, but only 10 businesses reach Google page 1. Meaning, if you're number 11, it may as well be number 10,000. No one's ever going to see you. What does it mean to be on Google page 1? Let's take a look at how many people Google the phrase doorknobs. Obscure, right? Let's see. This shows that 135,000 people search the phrase doorknobs each month. Local searches, meaning those who are trying to buy locally, account for 90,500 of the 135,000 searches. What if only 10% of these customers click on your page? That's 13,500 people. What about 50%? Being on Google page 1 will change your business dramatically. Let's see what's on the page. Here we see companies listed in the pink area at the top. These are sponsored ads, and the easiest way to reach page 1 of Google. You can literally be there in minutes. You simply create a sponsored ad and bam, you're on page 1 of Google. Although it is very simple to get here, it can be very expensive, as you might guess, if you don't know what you're doing. If done right, the cost is very manageable, and this can be an excellent tool. You could do this by yourself, but without extensive knowledge, you could pay far more than someone who knows the tips and tricks. Looking below the sponsored ads, we find the hardware hut. This is the coveted position 1, page 1 of Google. You think this is where you want to be, right? But where were your eyes drawn when the page opened up? Right here. The image. Why? Have you ever bought a doorknob from a description without seeing what it looked like? In this case, there is only one image on the page, and even if everyone doesn't click it, everyone sees it. The first big change Google made was a focus on video and image content. Video tutorials and content are the best way to be seen. Google understands that people don't want to read when they can watch. And when you Google doorknobs, Google understands that images and video of doorknobs are what people want to see. When you search Google, you get what you're looking for, period. When I click the image, we now see images of multiple doorknobs of various styles, including prices. But even more important, when I click the image, I receive a description, stores that sell the doorknob, and a map. This is important. The map shows exactly where I can buy this doorknob locally, how to get there, and how to reach them. The most important thing to notice about this map is that only one company is optimized for local search, meaning they show up on this map provided by Google. That one company is Grainger. Among the huge benefits to optimizing for local search are these text markers. When I click the text marker, up pops the company name, address, phone number, directions, and more. Local search is the second major change that Google made in reporting results. People want to buy where they can pick it up today, and not have to travel far away for shipping. Further, they don't want to look up a phone number, address, or direction separately, and Google delivers all this with local search. Simply put, if your company is optimized for local search, you're going to get business you never would without it. Optimizing for local search is the second fastest way to get to page 1, and often the most cost-effective. What does it look like for customers to find you when you are optimized for local and mobile search? Let's use one of our clients, Billy Ellis Roofing in Texas. They'll be our case study for this presentation, as they are a small business, work in a highly competitive industry, and we've had great success working together. We're going to Google the phrase metal roofing Fort Worth. Now, there are a few key points to be made on this page. First, there are 68,000 results, but Billy Ellis is in the first position in organic search and first position on page 1 of Google with an image. Further, the photograph immediately jumps out when compared to the illustrations of the other firms. The local search result includes the text marker, address, and phone number, and when I click the Place Page link, Google takes me to the Billy Ellis Roofing mobile landing page. Notice the content: videos, descriptions, ratings, maps, visual driving directions, and more. Because this page is optimized for mobile as well, let's take a look at this page on a mobile device. Here's what the optimized mobile landing page looks like on the mobile device. The first slide on the left shows you the address, map, link to website, and click to call. The click to call brings up the middle screen, and suddenly, Billy Ellis is one step away from a prospective client. Pretty easy, right? The right screen combines images and videos, all of which personalize the company for consumers and help with Google page rankings. It's truly win-win. Just keep in mind before we move on from this slide that this is not exotic technology. The age of desktop computers is rapidly ending, and mobile is filling the void. Think about it. You leave your home with 3 things: your keys, wallet, and mobile phone. Everyone's forgotten their mobile phone before, and they always go home to get it. Mobile phones are no longer a luxury. They are a necessity, and Google knows this. How did we do this, you ask? We didn't. Google did. Let me repeat that. Google did. Google built this mobile landing page for Billy Ellis and 50 million other businesses across this country, including yours. And only 2% of them have claimed their site. Have you? Let's look at how you can tell if someone hasn't claimed their page. If we look at this map from the search term roofing, each small red dot signifies a roofer that has not yet claimed their place page. Pretty easy to get lost in there, isn't it? Notice, however, the large markers with letters on them. These represent businesses who claim their pages and now literally stand out from the competition. Let's take a look at dentists. Now, dentists stay on the cutting edge of technology, right? Advances in cosmetic dentistry, implants, and veneers keep dentists at the leading edge of innovation. Surely dentists would claim more than roofers. But when we look, we see that dentists are missing the boat as well. Another good point. Reviews are another way to stand out from others. Reviews are comprised by votes from customers and viewers. Let's look at a review. If you accumulate positive reviews while your competitors are asleep at the wheel, they will have a very difficult time catching up with you. Waiting is the worst thing for your competitors and you. And as promised, let's look at more free tools provided by Google for webmasters. This is Google Analytics. And for demonstration purposes, we'll be using data from the site of our client, Billy Ellis, used with their permission. And anticipating the forthcoming Google changes, Sprout Web Media led the charge toward optimizing for local and mobile search for Billy Ellis. Let's look at the difference between November and December 2010. As you can see, the visits more than quadrupled in the first 15 days of November alone, and the majority of the traffic started on November 15th, the day Billy Ellis Roofing hit page 1 of Google local search. And over 93% were new visits. These are new customers. Do you have any remaining doubts as to the value of this resource or the impact of being on page 1 of Google? As we discussed, one of the most important ways Google uses to increase the relevance of search results is through the use of videos. Let's go back to Google and search the phrase, "how to tie a tie." The results will show several video tutorials, which is exactly how Google wants it. Google accurately perceives that consumers would rather watch a video than have to read directions or a tutorial, and places videos very high on its search results as a result. To stay on top, Google needs happy customers. This is one way to get them. The video loads and plays, and I can watch and listen as the tutor shows me how to tie a tie. Imagine trying to communicate this instruction without video, illustration, or narrative. Video delivers instant, relevant, and interactive media to the searcher. It is so important to Google that Google bought YouTube. When you add video content to your website, you can climb the pages of Google quickly. YouTube is now the second largest search engine on the internet after Google, meaning people go directly to YouTube to search for what they want. YouTube is a remarkable tool on its own, but when YouTube is customized and optimized as your own channel, the results can be profound. Let's look at how the Billy Ellis Roofing YouTube channel is doing. As you can see, this YouTube channel is customized with the company logo, custom color scheme, and most importantly, optimized for Google. All the videos made by Billy Ellis Roofing are cataloged on the right-hand side, and the analytics are available for viewing. The most important reason to have a YouTube channel is to have a captive audience. And now, to switch gears for a minute, let's discuss social networking. You may think of kids posting pictures of themselves skiing down a mountain, or skateboarding, or friends and family sharing vacation pictures or the like. You wouldn't necessarily think of social networks as a goldmine of business opportunity, but there are now hundreds of social networks available to you to advertise in. And while we're on the topic, let's start with the granddaddy of them all, Facebook. It has 500 million users, and 25% of all business generated from Facebook is the direct result of a word-of-mouth referral. This means that one of your customers told one of their friends to buy from you. This is the easiest sale to make, and it costs you nothing. And let me repeat that one more time. 25%. That's 1 out of every 4 sales generated on Facebook is a result of a word-of-mouth referral. Let's go check out the Billy Ellis Roofing Facebook page. This page shows postings from Billy Ellis Roofing, articles, information, friends, subscribers, etc. Most importantly, it is also optimized for Google search. And Google loves Facebook because these are unsolicited endorsements from your customers. This is another way for your customers to tell everyone they know about you with little or no effort, and again, at no cost to you. So, how do you take advantage of this information? Only by using promo code SPROUT11 on the sign-up page of our website, www.sproutwebmedia.com/signup, or by calling us at 817-632-8300. What we discussed today was Google, YouTube, and Facebook optimization. What Sprout Web Media is offering is this. If we produced a webinar to explain all of this, it would take over 3 hours. But to quickly run through some of the benefits that Sprout provides, we will list your company with over 15 major search sites as well as the top 10 video portals. We will also build a 4-page traffic site which will be the linchpin of your entire online marketing effort, linking together your Facebook account and other social profiles, YouTube account, sponsored ads, Google listings, as well as creating and optimizing your local places page and listing your company with over 300 search engines and directories, including Yelp, Priceline, Bing, Ask.com, Superpages.com, etc. Just as the greater internet is often referred to as the web, we will build a smaller, more intelligent web customized to your goals, one where only the clients you want are caught. And keep in mind, we will be sending you a weekly report on the traffic we are driving, where it is coming from, who they are, and what they are looking for. If you are ever in a position of being unsatisfied with how we are optimizing your web presence, feel free to cancel at any time as there is no contract. Call right now, and while you are sleeping tonight, we'll be working on getting you to page 1 of Google by using promo code SPROUT11 on the sign-up page of our website, SproutWebMedia.com/signup, or by calling us at 817-632-8300. Thank you again for spending your valuable time with us today, and we look forward to hearing from you.